And we are live. Calix Boxing here. Bringing the drama. Your boy Calix Boxing here. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos. I was just on BoxingScene.com and saw John Pascal is eyeing a November return. And the main possible opponent for this return that they're talking about is Sullivan Barrera. Both fighters coming off of losses in their last fights. As we all know, Jean Pascal got pretty much mopped across the canvas by Sergey Kovalev in January in the rematch. And Sullivan Barrera is coming off a loss to Andre Ward. Barrera is an okay fighter, but Barrera is the type of fighter you come off of a loss to gauge where you're at, especially a guy like Pascal who's been in wars. He's been in there with guys, man. Even all of his losses, he had 4 losses in a draw. Losses came to Bernard Hopkins. The draw came to Bernard Hopkins. He lost to Kovalev twice. Like I said, nothing bad about that. You lose to Kovalev, at least you got in the ring with that monster. He has a loss against Carl Froch. Once again, Carl Froch, excellent fighter. He has wins against Dawson and Diakonou, 2 wins against Diakonou. He has good wins. He has win against Butte. So he's been in there with guys. He's been in there with a lot of fighters. So nothing wrong with a guy coming off of a tough loss against a monster like Kovalev to come in there against a fighter like Barrera, who's an okay fighter, just to see where you're at. And one thing I think that flies under the radar is Adonis Stevenson is out there not really doing much, flying under the radar since his big win against Chad Dawson. I mean, he's beating okay opposition. Pascal and Stevenson are both from Quebec, and it looks like Stevenson is gonna be on the outside looking in with fighters like Andre Ward and Kovalev. We're gonna fight each other in November. I wouldn't be surprised after that November fight if those guys do a rematch. So it looks like Stevenson on the outside looking in for that. So why not do a big fight in Quebec? And it would be a big fight in Quebec between Stevenson and Pascal. If you're Pascal, why not try to angle yourself into a fight with Adonis Stevenson? Pascal's never been the one to back away from a challenge, so I think he'd be fine with that fight. I don't know if there's some kind of promotional drama going on here between the 2 promoters. I'm not sure about the business side of that, but to me, as a sport, as a boxing fan, it's a fight that I'd be interested in, and it's a fight that would have quite the atmosphere in Quebec, Canada. So wouldn't mind seeing that fight, and wouldn't mind seeing Pascal, who's a fun fighter to watch. I like watching Pascal a lot. Um, and as I've said, he's a guy who has never feared competition. He's been in there with a bunch of guys. So credit to him for that. He has a lot of heart, and he's fun to watch. And wouldn't mind seeing him being in there with Barrera, and wouldn't mind seeing him try to angle himself into a Adonis Stevenson fight. I think that would be a nice fight for the boxing fans. So hit me up. Let me know what y'all think about Pascal possibly coming back after that tough loss to Sergey Kovalev, the monster. Hit me up. Peace.